Hello, officer candidates, families, and friends. I'm happy to get to speak to you today. This is a big moment. Take it in. I know this is likely not how you imagine today going. However, know that even in the midst of COVID, you are surrounded in spirit by your family and friends, all of whom support you in this great journey upon which you're about to take another huge step. Their support will be something that you continue to turn to throughout your career. Our loved ones hold you up and hold things down while we are training. To the families, friends, and special guests watching, thank you for all that you do. We truly couldn't do what we do without you. An officer's commissioning is a huge milestone. No matter the path that has brought you to this moment, you have put literally blood, sweat, and tears into achieving this, and for that you should be proud of yourselves. Today you will raise your hand and commit to serve the greatest country in the world. As Army officers, you will be tasked with heavy responsibilities of supporting and defending the U.S. Constitution, as well as leading and caring for our greatest resource, our soldiers. Never forget that while you lead them, you serve them. Take care of those whose well-being and training you have been entrusted with. Do not take this burden lightly. I have been in the service for over 34 years, and I'm still learning. So believe me when I tell you that there is still so much more you need to know. The good news is nobody expects you to know everything. Take it from me as the Adjutant General of the great state of Texas, what your soldiers and superiors will expect from you is to be an effective Army officer. I would like to share with you a few things I've learned over the years about leadership and serving as an Army officer. First of all, serving in the military is a demanding and dangerous profession. By the very nature of its inherent dangers, you must rely and trust on those around you. Take the time to listen to what others have to say, regardless of rank, and then use that feedback as part of your decision-making process. Learn about your soldiers. A successful leader is a great team player and team builder, so learn the strengths and weaknesses of yourself and those in your command. Leverage the strengths of your team, put the right people in the right places, and everyone will benefit from the values that you bring to the table. Take your team and shape them into a well-oiled machine, ready for anything, or as ready as you can make them. Always accomplish your mission, but take care of your soldiers. Everyone in this room is trusting you to take care of one another. By that I mean the soldiers you lead, your battle buddy, and yourself. A good leader is resilient and sets the example of knowing when to rest, not to quit. Model a positive work-life balance. Your mission comes first, but do not let it become so all-consuming that you lose sight of everything else. Respect and use your NCOs. Their job, believe it or not, is to train and help you become the best leader you can be. They want you to succeed. Never forget that. And if you're a soldier who is prior service, then you know that it never hurts to check with your buddy before you set out on a mission. The number one complaint I hear from NCOs is that their officers do not listen to them. You are all future platoon leaders, company commanders, and some of you will become battalion and brigade commanders. So remember, you are only half of the command team. Your platoon sergeant, first sergeant, battalion, and brigade command sergeant majors are the other half. Work hard to operate as a team and to learn from one another. And to my NCOs in the room, remember to hold up your end of the deal. There is nothing worse than hearing that a lieutenant or a captain sucks. More than likely, there's an NCO not doing their job. Train your officers and train them well. Help them become the best that they can be. Do not fail them and their future NCOs by failing to do your job. I believe that a good leader is both humble and resolute. And never let your ego get in the way of good decision making and of bringing up those behind you. You must have unwavering resolve. Don't stop fighting for what you believe in. Part of being a leader means knowing when to stick to your guns. You will hear no a lot out there, but push through that no until you can find a solution. As an engineer, it's ingrained in me to find a way to breach or bypass any obstacles I come across, and I urge you to do the same. Good leaders are distinguished from great ones by their ability to inspire. We are inherently programmed to follow those who inspire us. One thing that has been identified by numerous scholars of leadership is that great leaders always tell us why. They do what they do. And in order to give people the why, you must know and understand the big picture within which you are operating, and then be able to explain that operational environment to those that work with and for you. When you understand your role in the big picture and ensure that your soldiers understand theirs, you enable and empower them. A soldier who does not know what is expected of them is a lost soldier, one who will struggle to serve the team. However, a soldier who knows what their job is and where they fit into the team as a whole will be able to take disciplined initiative and make their team more effective. Empowered soldiers can make decisions with little or no additional guidance, allowing you to further develop the leaders that are coming up behind you. This leads to succession planning, which is vital to our organization as a whole, that you leave it better than it was when you entered. Always remember, if no one is following you, you are not a leader. Your soldiers have to want to follow you. You can only force them to follow you for a very short period of time. Then it's up to them. Colin Powell once said, "Leadership is solving problems. The day that soldiers stop bringing you problems is the day you have stopped leading them." They have either lost confidence that you can help them or concluded that you do not care. In either case, it's a failure of leadership. One last thing before I sign off. Always be yourself. Soldiers know when you are not genuine. Don't compromise your principles. Loss of credibility as well as loss of trust will sink a leader. Know that someone's always watching you and always looking up to you. Be the leader that you would want to look up to and hold true to our Army values: loyalty, duty, respect, selfless service, honor, integrity, and personal courage. Let these values be your guideposts in decision making. Remember that these words hold deep meaning to those who serve. Uphold them always. Earlier I said that the military is a demanding and dangerous profession. I stand by that, but I also deeply believe that the Army is a noble profession. I love being an officer in the Army, and I've learned that through hard work and determination, you can achieve anything. I've been provided opportunities I could never have imagined, and I'm forever grateful to the leaders before me who made those opportunities possible. Thank you and your families for your service, and congratulations on your accomplishment. We are all so proud of you. Remember to stay Texas proud and Army strong, and do everything with duty in mind and honor.